Hey folks, welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. It's our annual spring walleye trip with Tex and Pete. These fish are all in our harbors.
Close to 14 there.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a blast.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Yes, folks, we're up in Hayward, Wisconsin for our annual spring trip with Pete and Tex, one of my favorite trips of the year. And we got lucky today, I think, because we have blue sky, we have 80 degrees, and hardly any wind. And Pete, what we're going to do today is target game fish. And you go to the areas where it's kind of a multi-species deal, huh?
Yeah, and actually, oddly, I happen to have on my crankbait here what we look for this time of the year. New weed growth is a big key. Obviously, it's not the only thing. You can find fish on sand, you can find them on wood in different places, and even deeper depending on the species. But this time of the year, that's our fun thing to do. If you can find new weeds, inside edges sometimes, normally the deeper edges where those new weeds are growing, you literally should be able to catch most of the game fish in the lake, walleyes, bass, crappie, bluegill, and the great northern pike, and maybe a muskie.
Hey, and Tex, are you excited about today?
I most certainly am, John.
And we got one of the greatest guys this side of the Mississippi, your son, right?
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
Oh, well, you are one of the greatest guys of all time. Hey, we're going to have fun today, aren't we?
Most certainly will.
Hey, folks, to show what we're using and how we're using it, all of that coming up right after this. You know, folks, I have a lot of friends that ride motorcycles, and springtime is when they're always getting geared up. See why over 1,000 riders give AMSOIL 20W50 V-Twin motorcycle oil a perfect 5 out of 5. It's engineered to outperform, resisting viscosity breakdown 6 times better than Harley Sin 3, reducing wear and deposits for max engine compression and power. Don't let manufacturers bully you. Under U.S. federal law, you have the right to choose your oil without voiding your warranty. AMSOIL gives you premium protection and the power to choose. AMSOIL 20W50 V-Twin. Performance, protection, freedom.
When you're meeting with a client, it's so important that you're present with them and you're listening. I've heard lawyers say your job as a trial lawyer is to read the law, understand the law, make the argument. You can't get emotionally connected with your client. I completely disagree with that. In order to tell your client's story, you want to learn what's important to them. Sit down and have a meal together. Learn about their family. Learn about their history. Learn about where they're from. You have to emotionally connect with them. It's their story. It's not ours. And the only way to do that in an effective way is to truly care, to truly connect, and listen.
Okay, I'm hoping this is not a small pike. I don't know, it's fighting nice.
Can you tell by the way it's fighting?
No,
there?
I can't.
Oh, it's a bass.
Yeah, I kind of thought that.
Nice smallie.
That is a beautiful smallmouth. There we go, Tex. Look at that there, buddy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
Boy, pretty.
That's a solid 3-4 pounder right there, folks.
Yeah, that's a good fish.
And I'll tell you what, the colors are so brilliant
is gorgeous.
on this fish.
Yeah.
No, he's heavy. He's definitely 3.5, Pete.
Yeah.
And that was fun. No, he hit that jerk minnow pretty hard. And so far, no walleyes today, but that's okay. Well, we got these high blue skies today, Pete.
It's a tough one right now.
And I'll tell you what.
It's a tough one.
You get these first really hot days of the year with no wind, water warms up fast, and those can be really tough fishing days, can't they?
Yeah, unfortunately, they're every bit as bad as the cold front, in my experience. When the air temperature is 25, 30 degrees warmer than the water temperature,
Yeah.
it's not a good thing.
I got something on.
Oh, nice largemouth.
This is fun, folks. I got myself a pretty nice
Yeah.
largemouth. There you go. That's not bad, Pete, right there.
Oh, that's a nice fish.
Look at the build on that fish.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah.
They're really nice.
That goes along with the smallmouth I caught. What do you got on?
I have a dandy largemouth here.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It took off. I would have swore it was a pike, and it's not.
Oh, those are the last couple bass we've caught are nice, man.
Yeah, that's a dandy bass right there.
And we should mention, the bass are going to be the similar places where the walleyes are this time of year, right?
Yeah, that fish there was actually just right, literally on the weed line. I really expected a walleye where it was sitting, but
well, these are quality fish, though.
Oh yeah, that's a nice bass.
I don't know what this is, Pete.
I'm gonna say bass.
Are
being
you?
way up in them weeds like that.
Oh, it is amazing how many largemouth are
Oh
in
yeah,
this bay.
it's a nice fish, John.
Oh yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Boy, yeah, nice
And I'm
fatty.
really amazed, though. I mean, we're up here, obviously, I got to tell you, we're targeting walleyes, but there's nothing wrong with catching bass like this. And, when I look at the Hayward area, folks, both smallmouth and largemouth, they're kind of underrated. You've got some great bass fishing up here, don't you?
We've got tremendous bass fishing, actually, and it's kind of funny because even a decade ago, nobody paid any attention to the tremendous smallmouth fishing we have. I'd say that's changed quite a bit. We got a lot more attention to that. It's pretty busy. Some really good anglers come here specifically to catch them. Largemouth, though, overall, it's still dirt little fished, and we have some great largemouth fisheries. We've actually got a lot of them, and you can catch fish up to 5 pounds, and I've heard of a few 6s.
Yeah.
That's a big fish for up north.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Assorted Northland fishing tackle lures are on sale. 30% off. Plastics, spinnerbaits, jigs, and more. 30% off.
I don't know what this is, Pete. I'm going to be honest with you. At first, I thought it was weeds, and then it started moving. Let's see what we got here. It's big, whatever it is. Oh, look
big
at
old
that.
walleye, yeah.
That is a big butt walleye, folks.
Yes, it is.
Lengthwise, and this will be a great example of a spawned out walleye.
Yeah.
And you'd have caught that fish.
That's a 30-inch fish, dude.
Yeah, you'd have caught that fish a week or two ago, folks. That had been 12 pounds, 10, 12 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing is gorgeous. Are you in spot lock there, Pete?
Yeah, I just got it in.
I mean, that is a long fish.
Oh, that's a 30.
Yeah, and you're going to see the head on this fish, folks, is massive. And that came on a jerk minnow, and that fish was shallow weeds, folks. You want to grab them, Pete, and show the folks? So she is freshly spawned out.
Freshly spawned out, but there's actually something else wrong with this fish, I would say.
Just age in general?
Maybe it's just real old, but it's got no back. They're normally really healthy fish in here.
Right.
And yeah, I wouldn't think that fish weighs any more than 5 pounds.
Isn't that amazing?
It's really kind of skinny.
But so she might be near the end of her life, or
I'm thinking so.
Downhill trend?
Either that or maybe got something in its gullet and it hasn't been able to eat real well. But,
What do you think of that, Tex? That's a long one. That's a long fish.
Tex is
Tex has got his measuring device here.
Captain Ruler here.
There we go. What do we
Tex
got?
here.
30?
Oh, only 28.
Really? Yeah, I
Yeah.
was sworn that was 30. But yeah, that's when they get old. They start going downhill and they just don't put the weight on. I've seen that before.
Well, we'll let her go either way.
Yeah. We were fishing the lakes of Hayward, Wisconsin, a 5.5-hour drive from Milwaukee, 6.5 hours from Chicago, and 3 hours from Minneapolis.
Feel the difference in every cast, in every bite, in every moment, in every adventure, no matter the season. When everything is on the line, every memory you make, feel the difference. Epic.
gives you one shot. So come armed with the Quest Series, Minn Kota's toughest motors yet. Go where the fish are worth the fight, where chaos is the cost of entry, where the highlight reels happen. Motors that never let up, so you're never let down. The bigger the question marks, the better the quest.
Hey, here we go. Right after that skinny walleye, we have, oh, Pete, look at this.
That's not a bad bass.
No, the bass that we caught today have been really nice. So we got a big cold front coming tonight with a big wind shift and wind tomorrow. How do you think the fishing will be tomorrow with that big change?
It's going to be interesting because, you know, it was real tough today with being super hot. We got a supposedly favorable wind, but we have had very little wind. But it's supposed to go northeast and supposed to be extremely cold, so by normal rules it's going to be tough, but who knows? Might be good after 2 days of heat. We'll see.
I don't know what this one is, Pete, but it sure ripped that jerk minnow.
Did it?
Yeah, look at my rod bending.
Isn't that weird? I just had a fish that I lost. Okay, that's a little nicer pike.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
yeah,
boy, that's a tussle.
And actually, that if you want to eat a pike, I mean, that's a nice size right there.
Did you want to keep that one, Dad?
Yeah, I got a couple of them little ones.
Well, show the folks that, I mean, if you want to fillet that, that's a perfect fish to fillet right there.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, let's keep it.
Yeah, we went about a half hour on the spot without a bite, and all of a sudden you had a bite and I had a bite, you know? What is a great snack in the boat? Johnsonville, right?
Right.
Okay, I got a treat for you today, okay? I'm not cooking. I got Johnsonville summer sausage. I just love this. And what you do, buddy, is just slice it up a little bit, build a sandwich, and you're good to go. But not yet. Johnsonville summer sausage has, you know, their own special spices that they put in there. And this is a great source of protein. Absolutely no fillers. Now you can take a bite. All right, here we go. Johnsonville summer sausage. Tex Maina, the greatest taste tester of all time, and
there's something in my mouth.
And that is good. No, that is good though, isn't it? That really is. Hey folks, look for Johnsonville summer sausage at your favorite retailer today. Pete's cheer rod again. That bobber went down, Pete. You saw it. Right in the middle of your Johnsonville sandwich.
Yeah, it was kind of rude.
Yeah, it feels pretty big too. Oh, look at that one, Peter. Hold that one up for the folks at home to see.
That is a dandy
Hayward
right there.
style walleye right there. That is a gorgeous fish, Pete. Look at that, buddy. Isn't
spawned
that nice?
out, huh?
Yeah, that's a spawned out female. But what I love about your fish up here is the gold color. Yeah. You know, it really is spectacular.
They are pretty.
But the folks can see the minnow hanging down there that we're using, and that's really not a bad idea. You're allowed 3 rods per guy in the state of Wisconsin, so why not run a minnow behind the boat?
It all depends on conditions. When you got real tough conditions like we got now, it's a good idea if it's not real windy. Of course, if it's windy and gusty, and all of those factors play in. But on a tough bite like this, I like to do it.
Again. I mean,
it's kind of Tex's favorite little thing to do too.
Tex cannot keep this one.
No, he can't.
All right, Peter, let's see here, buddy. We were just thinking about going in.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's a nice walleye.
Yeah, not a bad one.
No, that's fun, buddy.
He's got his mouth.
Gorgeous fish.
Mouth pinned wide open.
Yeah.
He's got a hook in the top and a hook in the bottom.
So when you're working a spot like this, Pete, and you get a walleye, do you put it on spot lock?
I just did, yep.
But that's what you do, and then thoroughly cast the area, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just get one fish, but if there's a batch of them there,
you know, we've had
he was not getting away.
We haven't had an easy bite today, and, you know, we got all day tomorrow to fish, too. But this is the first rock spot that we've tried, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So, yeah, we just thought we'd give it a try here as we were ending the day, and yeah, that's interesting.
That's a gorgeous walleye.
Yeah,
that's a beautiful
wrong with
fish.
that.
Well, day 2, and we've got about a 30-degree temperature drop.
Look at that pike.
Hey, that's not a bad pike, Pete.
Yeah, chubby one.
No, and we're going to see how the fishing is today with this big cold front. At least we got the sun and that could help us. But usually the first day of the cold front isn't terrible. They didn't bite very. That's a nice fat fish.
That is a nice fat fish that's going to be, I would say the bite's pretty good. If you can see, that is the rear hook of the crankbait.
Okay, now grab the bass I just caught and show how he ate that too.
Look at that.
Those fish are aggressive. Both those fish are really aggressive.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, guess what, folks? Tex put his live minnow away and you're using plastics.
Oh,
How did that happen?
it was hard.
The old jigging a minnow Tex catching a fish on plastic, Pete. Yay!
I see it.
I hate it.
On the plastic. Tex
Plastic.
Maina.
Yay, Tex.
Hey, Tex, turn around. In the springtime, you're using a plastic.
I'm embarrassed.
Why?
There it is.
Why
There
are
it
you
is.
embarrassed?
I don't know. I just am.
Mr. Plastic.
Oh, plastic.
Yeah, Mr. Plastic. He's red hot there, Pete.
He's just plasticking it up here.
Yeah, Mr. Plastic, the king of plastics. Oh, just Mr. Plastic all the way. I'm so proud.
Look at that.
Yeah. What do you think, Tex?
I don't know.
That's not a bad one,
I'm just
Tex.
getting used to this, John.
Folks, it's time now to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2025 Fishing Contest.
This week's first winner is Glenn Stenson of Racine, Wisconsin, caught this 15.5-inch crappie on the Canberry Reservoir on a minnow. Brad Nowak of North Branch, Minnesota, caught this 22-inch largemouth bass in Minnesota on a jig and minnow. Darren Bolander of Sheboygan caught this 14-inch perch on the Mississippi River on a Castmaster. Sarah Brower of Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, caught this 29.5-inch walleye on the Menominee River using a blade bait. And this week's first kid winner is Henry Nelson of Tona, Wisconsin, caught this 14-inch perch on the Wisconsin River using a minnow. And Lily Manoli of Huntley, Illinois, caught her first crappie ever, an 8.5-inch crappie in Huntley using a grub. Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals. This week, 15% off all Rapala Husky Jerks, over 100 to choose from. Plus, grab Suffolk's Mono Line for just $7.99.
What's the difference between a good net and a great net? Simple. It's all in the features. Fortis nets by Clam Outdoors are tough, safe on fish, easy to use, and a telescoping handle. Learn more about Fortis nets at clamoutdoors.com.
Folks, I've relied on Johnson Pump products for many years, and now they're even better. Check out the new Aqua Void Bilge and the Aqua O2 Aerator.
The best advantage with the new products is no tools necessary to replace your motor cartridge. Quick watertight connector and the same easy change cartridge. With the new motor cartridges, we have a high efficiency impeller and a low amp draw motor. To the angler, they're gonna have faster fill of their live wells, and they're gonna have better aeration along with a faster evacuation of their bilge. This pump will fit on any boat. It has a multi-configuration inlet port as well as a 360 rotation outlet port.
Johnson Pump, reliability on board. I am so impressed with this bite so far.
We're getting a few.
We have been on the water, folks, for about 45 minutes, and I don't know how many bass we've caught that we haven't filmed, but I mean, this bite is awesome.
Yeah, they really are biting good. It's interesting. There's seems like a lot of small ones. I mean, that we've easily not filmed like a dozen, right?
In 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And again, it's weed edge fishing this time of year.
It's usually the best, and it's the funnest, you know. I really do enjoy it. A little bit of everything biting.
Well, Pete's old cheater rod that we talked about is got a bass on him, so.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Oh, geez.
This is a big bass. There, well, look at that,
that's
Pete.
a nice one.
That is a dandy right there. That's that cheater rod in action. And you know, as many bass as we're catching so far today, we're bound to come across some nice ones like that, and that is a dandy.
That is a nice one
and
there.
Again, weed edge fishing, folks. Any lake you go on in the Midwest, I mean, this time of year, concentrate on those edges, and you're going to catch multi-species. Hey Tex, that's a beauty.
Boy, it is.
On a live minnow.
That I can understand, John.
Well, you want to keep using the plastic or go to a live minnow?
No, I'm going to keep this on.
Oh! Look at that 2B rod bending, man. This isn't a bass, Pete. Let's see what we got here. Wow, look at that. I might need that net.
It's a real nice pike, John.
Yeah, and you come up here this time of year and the walleyes aren't biting. The pike are a lot of fun, and I'll tell you what, they battle you and they're good to eat. There's every lake in northern Wisconsin mostly has some real nice pike, and you know, that's a nice fish right there, Pete.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Mr. Plastic, we haven't had a bite for about a half hour and Mr. Plastic comes through with
Mr. Plastic has a walleye.
Hey, Mr. Plastic.
Well,
hey, Tex.
Mr. Plastic, I can't see your fish.
There. Hey, Tex. Mr. Plastic.
Mr. Plastic.
They catch everything, don't they, buddy?
Here, you know, I was just gonna take that bait out, but there it is.
Oh,
you want to hold your walleye up there, Tex, for the...
Tex, I'll tell you what, are you ever going to buy minnows again?
Not today.
No, but seriously, it's a convenient deal, isn't it? It's convenient, isn't it?
Oh, no, there's no doubt about that.
Folks, taking a break in the fishing, I want to introduce you to a new member of the Maina family, and he is very special. Folks, this is the saga, or the story of Abe Maina, the wounded turkey. Last January, it was 30 below zero, so Pete and Esther put Abe in the garage to keep warm, right?
That's right.
And then Abe got tangled in a bunch of musky hooks, and the wounds were pretty bad, huh?
They were real bad. Unfortunately, he spent the whole night bleeding, and yeah, I didn't find him till the morning.
You saved Abe. You and Esther decided that we're going to make this turkey well. So the first thing that you guys did, right, was...
Oh, well, all kinds of... Esther cleaned everything, gave him baths, and there was infections, and it was actually worse than we thought. There was all kinds of stuff going.
Yeah, and you soaked him in Epsom salts first, but then he didn't get better right away, so you took him to the vet.
Oh,
And you did laser treatments on him?
Laser treatments. They took the little operation out. They did all kinds of stuff. And then he was getting better, but we had this Florida trip booked.
Oh, well, before we get there, this custom wheelchair is awesome.
Oh,
this was built for Abe, and I'll tell you what, Abe seems to be quite comfortable in there.
Yeah, we actually built one here, and then Esther ordered this custom one, so he's got his own wheelchair.
Now, the Mainas had a trip booked for Florida. Now, you got 3 dogs that you put into that Suburban, but look at Abe sitting in the back seat in that Suburban on his way to get better, a little sabbatical down in Florida in the warm weather to get better, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And he really did enjoy it. There's no doubt about it.
Abe Maina's getting a lot better, and you know, you look at him outside now, he can actually get around.
Oh yeah, he can walk around. I think he's going to make just about a full recovery. It's very slow, but he gets a little better all the time. And Abe's quite the turkey. He's got a good personality.
Yes.
He's friendly.
I love him.
This is a famous turkey. I don't think many turkeys have traveled.
And again, congratulations on the addition to your family. And I got one message for Abe, okay? You don't have to worry about Thanksgiving, buddy. Oh, this one hit right next to the boat here. Hey, Tex, another walleye! Yay!
Yay!
Yay! And that one is going to be about a 15-incher there. You don't want him either?
You must make it so hard to make my mind up.
Well, I think what we proved today is you're catching what I got there.
I have a pretty nice pike.
You need the net?
Nah, I'll hand land him or it'll get away. Tex is so easy with these fish now. He doesn't even, he's letting them all go.
Oh, he's a changed man.
He's
using plastics and releasing fish. That is a nice pike, Pete. Yeah, there you go, pal. Yeah, look at the build on that thing, folks.
Yeah, real nice build.
Hey, you know what we've proven today, seriously though? We were wondering, 86 degrees yesterday and 48 today, and these fish are really snapping, aren't they?
Yeah, actually, and this one ate the bait again. You know, we've missed quite a few, to be perfectly honest,
but you never know, folks, on these cold fronts what's going to be, and this turned out to be a really fun day, right?
Oh yeah.
I saw that fish hit. I was just about to take the bait out of the water, and this is a nice something here.
That's an Esox, but
that's a muskie.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that! My first muskie of the year.
Attaboy!
Yay! I'll tell you what, folks. When you're with a muskie guide, you catch a muskie. Okay, Mr. Muscalungo. Pete, can you handle this guy, buddy?
They call me Mr.
Muscalungo.
Mr. Muscalungo. Ooh, where are you, Mr. Muskie?
Yay! Oh, let's see them. I love how pretty they are when they're young.
Beautiful
like
little fish.
Yeah, that was fun. Thank you, muskie expert.
Yeah.
Hey, here we go in the back of the boat ski. And we got ourselves another beautiful eater walleye right there, guys.
You're just going to hoist it?
Yeah, that's a beautiful walleye.
Oh,
yeah, and again, I got to ask Tex. I mean, that's a nice 17 delicious eater right there, Tex. Any desire?
oh, keep that one.
Hey, we got Tex's back.
Yeah.
Tex is back. He wants to keep a walleye.
Push me to see you throw them away.
Get ready for the ride of your life. Right now, we have amazing deals that you can't miss. From rugged trails to family fun, the Yamaha Wolverine is built for it all. And with our exclusive financing and customer cash options, your dream ride is closer than ever. Experience the ultimate blend of performance and versatility. Don't wait. These deals won't last long. Visit your local Yamaha dealer today and start your new adventure.
Pete, I'm getting too old for this.
So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps?
Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set?
Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin.
For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333. Well, thanks to Tex and Pete, and a special thanks to Abe the Turkey. And that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish at. We'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.